Oh, yeah, no.
Okay. So, those of you who have been to weddings where I've gotten up and speak will understand the reason I have the notes. So I'm just going to read this and try to do my best. So I'm not really sure it's a good idea for me to come up here tonight. I don't exactly have a good history, or should I say my side of the family doesn't really have a good history of talking in public at family parties, especially weddings.
You look perfectly natural, Dave.
I will refrain from referencing my mother to stem the flow of tears. Anybody have a tissue? Okay, actually, I've been waiting to do this for 5 years. It already started. You see, after we built our house, we got several awards for this home. During this one award ceremony, I got up and gave a speech about how we should not forget those unsung heroes who worked tirelessly in the background, doing all the hard work without ever enjoying the awards like the one I was receiving that night. Now, the intelligent, married, adult male, or actually anybody over the age of 7, would have obviously thought that I was talking about my wife, who did all of that. Yet no. I was not talking about my wife, who raised my kids, worked part-time to keep us afloat, and fully supported me emotionally and sometimes physically when I quit my good-paying job as a scientist to start building green homes. Oh no, not me. I was talking about my carpenters in the field. I completely forgot to mention my wife. Well, as soon as I sat down, one of my work wives whacked me upside the head, more than a frequent occurrence in my company, and told me of my error. Since then, I've been waiting for just this moment. So let's hope I don't blow it this time. So, why am I up here after Rusty so eloquently defined the type of person that Amy is? Amazingly devoted to her friends and relatives, honest to the core, and racked by an unyielding, yet sometimes convenient, guilty conscience. The answer is inspiration and tolerance. All of you know her, so much of what I'm about to say you may already know. But I'm not going to say it. I'm going to say it anyway because that's the kind of guy I am. Plus, she deserves it. So, Amy and I met during college. She was consistently the top of her class, and I occasionally went to class. I was entranced with this beautiful, brilliant, amazing woman who everybody liked, yet wasn't repelled by my eat, drink, and sleep bike racing lifestyle. Or maybe she was, but she couldn't stay away from my total hotness. Shaved legs, afro, and all. I wanted to be with her all the time, so I went to class, studied, and tried to keep up with her like that was even possible. But I was enamored. I was enamored and not thinking straight. I made friends, my grades went up a full percentage point. I got into graduate school and had my worst bike racing season ever. And I didn't care at all because I was in love. She got into graduate school. See, if she was up here, she could totally do this. No problem. Okay. She got into graduate school.
What were you in?
Yeah. She got into graduate school everywhere she applied. I only applied where she went. Graduate school had no allure to me if it took me away from her. We ended up going to UCSD, where I'm convinced that they admitted me only to keep her, where she had already impressed the powers that be. After defending her thesis when she was 7 months pregnant with Madison, we moved to Portland, Oregon, where one of the most famous up-and-coming scientists in the nation had heavily recruited her to join his team. Here is a woman who could have had any career she wanted, but she chose to make her family her main career, while also keeping a part-time career as a very well-respected professor at biotechnology at Foothill College, who just happens to rate as a hottie on ratemyprofessor.com. For most of us, our single greatest impact on this world will be through our kids. And I have no doubt that this will be true of us as well, especially because our kids have Amy as their mother. She has the most amazing ability to understand what they are thinking and why they act the way they do. She does the reading and the listening to the experts and talks to her friends, and then, like any good scientist, implements what she has learned. And our kids are the amazing people because of it. And yet the kids cherish her for it. We walk to school every morning and the kids fight to see who gets to hold her hand. The one not holding the cup of coffee. For reference, I get to hold the dog's hand. Sometimes both of them, if she's in a good mood or I'm eating. Several years ago, I ordered Amy a necklace with the kids' birthstones. Something happened, I probably flaked. I never picked up the birthstones, and then the company went bankrupt, and she never got her necklace.
Medicine.
So...
Medicine.
So, Madison has a personality and an intellect like her mother, always striving to be the best and never satisfied with anything less. She is unbelievably honest, also very useful sometimes, and innately good at reading people's feelings.
Is it? Box.
Loves the box.
Is that again, Amy?
Oh my God.
Hey, Zachary.
Has an M on it.
Zachary is just like me when I was young. A larger-than-life little man. Sensitive and emotional, wickedly smart, but with the caring and benevolent soul of his mother. Zachary. She's opened a little charm with an M, an L,
A Z?
an L.
It was on sale.
And finally, Kenzie. Mackenzie is a beautiful little girl. And it has the most amazing focus and drive. And when she puts her mind to do something, only pray you are not in her way. Kenzie is an absolute riot. Go ahead, Steve. Funnier than if the movies Home Alone 2 and Planes, Trains, and Automobiles had a baby and named it Norman and placed it between two pillows. Oh wait, those aren't pillows. Never mind. Those are my two favorite movies. Amy, while long overdue and oh so deserving,
Eloquent, Dave.
All the boxes. I love it.
this necklace is to signify the connection that you are to our family, and that I am oh so lucky to have you as the mother of my children. No, not right now. So, this is not scripted, but you're all going to have to, and some of you already know, but I don't get women's clothes, and I totally don't get jewelry. So, Linda Gentry essentially helped me with this when I also needed the help. And so, because I basically rarely ever get my head out of my rectum long enough to to do something right.
Definitely had
I said correct him soon. Yeah, because that's so what you said.
You sound like a contractor, Dave.
You mean you didn't pick that out yourself?
He did. He did.
Gorgeous.
Give him a choice, Linda.
You gave me.
This one or this one?
Just like at home.
Lovely. Very good.
You thought this was hard? Wait till you see this. Before my mom died when I was 25, she said to Amy, I am sure that you are the right woman for David. I'm just not so sure he is the right man for you. Now, while this is not exactly heartwarming for me, she saw what I think all of us see, which is an amazing woman who could be with just about anybody. And then maybe that stunning intelligence of hers was letting her down at this moment, as she was picking this goofy white guy with the afro who rides bikes all the time. I'm pretty sure that for almost 2 decades, Amy's family has been thinking the same thing. Okay, so they say the opposites attract, but I don't necessarily think that's true in this case. Amy and I are quite alike. We both went to college for undergrad. Her something like 8.4 GPA, got her a summa cum laude, or however you pronounce that, and entrance into the very best graduate schools in the nation. My diploma said laugh out loud, and my 3.301 GPA had to be carried out to the thousandth place to qualify me for graduate school.
Congratulations.
We both like to show each other how important the other's birthday is to us by doing really nice things for each other. She surprised me one birthday by taking me to Cirque du Soleil in Las Vegas and having our best friends come up from San Diego for my birthday earlier this year. For her birthdays, I bought her a weight bench. Took her to see Smashing Pumpkins in concert in San Diego. She was so excited during the concert that she was like, oh my God, this is so awesome. Awful, I couldn't really tell, I was in the mosh pit. We are both fantastic dancers, with Amy's shining moment in the spotlight coming while she was dancing on the bed during our honeymoon. She got cracked on the back of the head by the ceiling fan. After I caught my breath and wiped the tears from my eyes, I made sure that she was okay. Funny, that was the last time she ever danced like that.